watching. Thank you for partnering. Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
NTA, you can't beat the rich.
On the news tonight, Federal High Court fixes January 7 for ruling on Malami's bail application. Nigeria Police Force suspends resumption of enforcement of tinted glass permits as Lagos State workers resume with renewed vigor and spiritual awakening.
The staff buses ensure the early resumption to duty of some Lagos public servants who have access to them. Privately owned cars also ensured others are
A warm welcome to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. I am Musa Toliat. The federal government has unveiled a major fiscal blueprint aimed at accelerating economic growth, mobilize investment, and create more jobs this year in a concerted effort to stimulate rapid economic development. The strategy document indicates that the government would focus on key policies and priorities as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration advances into the second wave of reforms focused squarely on unleashing accelerated economic growth, productivity, and capital formation. Minister of State for Finance Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, in a statement said the Federal Ministry of Finance would be the anchor for the comprehensive growth acceleration and investment mobilization strategy aimed at strengthening macroeconomic stability and positioning Nigeria as a premier destination for long-term foreign direct investment. According to her, in 2026, Nigeria's economy will enter a transition phase from stabilization to expansion as the government focuses on scaling output, deepening domestic value creation, and placing the economy on a credible path towards $1 trillion gross domestic product by 2036. She highlighted that the $1 trillion economic target would be achieved by building an open, export-oriented economy with strong domestic aggregate demand, while also domesticating key supply chains to use raw materials, a workforce, and intellectual property sourced competitively from Nigeria, in line with the Nigeria First policy launched by President Bola Tinubu. She explained that key policy and investment priorities for 2026 would include policy coordination to anchor stability and lower risk premium, sector-led growth strategy to unlock private capital, capital formation, increase access to finance and financial inclusion, and strategic growth of development finance institutions. She added that in order to support fiscal sustainability without distorting growth, the government would strengthen non-oil revenue performance through improved compliance, digital revenue systems, and enhanced transparency across federal agencies. The federal government is projecting robust investment in renewable energy in 2026 so as to consolidate on the milestones recorded and increase access to clean and reliable power supply in the country. Director General of the Energy Commission of Nigeria, Dr. Mustapha Abdullahi, in a statement, acknowledges the support of President Bola Tinubu in accelerating the implementation of energy reforms, which has catalyzed investment in the renewable energy subsector, thereby positioning Nigeria strategically as a renewable energy hub of Africa. He says the federal government is committed to tackling challenges of power supply with renewable energy identified and adopted as an alternative source of supply, especially for unserved and underserved communities. The DG of the Energy Commission of Nigeria assures that more communities have been mapped out for solar connection. A federal high court sitting in Abuja has fixed January 7 to hear the bail application of a former Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, over alleged money laundering. The senior advocate of Nigeria, his son Abdulaziz, and one of his wives, Bashir Asabi, are standing trial predicated on a 16-count charge preferred against them by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. The trio, who are accused of laundering 8.7 billion naira, pleaded not guilty to the charges when they were arraigned on December 29, 2025. Following their plea of not guilty, Justice Emeka Nwite ordered their remand at Kuje Correctional Facility till January 7, 2026, when their written bail application will be argued by his legal team. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has confirmed that 8 persons lost their lives in the fire that gutted the 25-story Great Nigeria Insurance Building on Martin Street, Lagos Island, on the eve of Christmas. The governor made the announcement during the second on-site inspection of the building, 9 days after the tragedy, with pockets of fire still visible. Joy Ken Abakuya reports.
An incident that has now claimed 8 lives. The governor attributed the fire outbreak to human error, expressing deep sadness over the loss and commiserating with affected families.
We've created an active site here. We have LASEMA here, we have NEMA, Federal Emergency Agency, we have LAPCA, we have CBD, we have the police, we have DSS, we have every of our first responders are still active on site, and all of them are still here reviewing.
Declaring the area unsafe, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu warned residents and traders to stay away from the site ahead of a phased demolition. He urged traders to always prioritize their lives over property during emergencies, noting that some victims returned to retrieve goods after initial evacuation.
This is still very, very unsafe site, extremely unsafe site. And government will not shy away from taking its responsibility. We will not sit back and let people come and advise us or explain what we need to do. Like we said, life has been lost, and properties have been lost, and a whole lot of livelihood has been destroyed. The reasons, we are still investigating the reasons. But one of the things that I said when I came 8 days ago is that we know that there's been a lot of recklessness and there's been a lot of carelessness.
Meanwhile, the Lagos State Emergency Management Agency, LASEMA, has established a help desk at the site to document missing persons, as Martin Street remains shut to business activities until further notice. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakuya, NTA News.
As part of plans by Lagos State government to ensure a healthy workforce in the public service, the head of service has concluded plans to launch a football competition that will involve male and female inter-religious prayer organized by the Office of the Public Service to welcome the workforce on the first work day of the new year in Lagos. The report.
The staff bosses ensure the early resumption to duty of some Lagos public servants who have access to them. Privately owned cars also ensured others arrive in good time to the office. Seeking divine guidance and protection for a more productive year is a tradition that has endured over the years. Praise and worship, azkar, and admonition from religious scholars were given priority at the interdenominational Thanksgiving.
Let us not come again with the old habits, but let us come back to start this new day, new year, with a fresh capacity.
You will not do unto others what you will not want them to do unto you. If that is the resolution you go away with from this hall, it will carry you for the rest of the year, inshallah.
Words of encouragement by the leadership of
ordinary cases, let us serve with integrity. Let us walk with empathy.
me in a selfish manner, but a me that wants to show up every time. A me that wants to be healthy.
The event was also a platform for the head of service to deliver good tidings from Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to the public servants.
I am currently having discussions with Mr. Governor about the possibility of introducing a new football competition, which will be structured in a league format, tagged the head of service Premier League. I'm glad to inform you that the office of the head of service was able to secure Mr. Governor's approval for the purchase of brand new vehicles for some substantive directors of grade level 17 in the public service. We have taken possession, we have taken delivery of the vehicles. I will ensure necessary allocation this month.
With renewed vigor and spiritual awakening, the public servants rejoice for the privilege to resume at their duty post, hale and hearty. Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. More reports after this break. Stay with us.
What does wellness sound like?
It sounds like this.
Clean, pure, naturally refreshing. Every drop, purified with purpose. Crafted using eco-friendly processes and state-of-the-art filtration systems. It's not just water. It's smart water for smart people.
At home, in the office, at your next event or lounge, stay sharp. Stay hydrated.
Southern Spa Premium Water. Available in 75 c-liter bottles and 19-liter refills.
Call 0802-331-8305 or 0913-816-0191 to place your order today.
Southern Spa Premium Water for health and living.
Do you need hotel service that runs hospitality business as real business? Then look no further, because Suru Express Hotels is readily available to meet your hotel accommodation needs in a cozy and serene atmosphere. Courtesy and care greet your arrival at our front desk while you're checking out our various rooms, suites, deluxe. Healthy nutrition is also a top priority at our tastefully organized restaurants in Suru Express Hotels. With our ultra-modern gymnasium, maintaining your fitness is guaranteed in a conducive atmosphere. To unwind and reduce stress, our world-class standard swimming pool and game centers are always available. We are strategically located in Surulere, Ikeja GRA, Ikorodu, to provide unparalleled hospitality and free parking and top-notch security. A choice of any Suru Express hotel is a choice made with wisdom.
Tuned to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Now, the Nigeria Police Force has suspended resumption of enforcement of the tinted glass permits policy, earlier scheduled to commence on January 2nd, 2026, following an interim court order restraining the exercise nationwide. A statement by the police disclosed that the interim order issued on December 17, 2025 directed the police to halt the enforcement of the permit policy pending the hearing and determination of the substantive suits until the order is set aside by the court, in compliance with constitutional provisions and in respect for judiciary authority. The force has entered appearance in the matter, filed preliminary objection, and formally applied for the vacation of the order. The case has been adjourned to January 20, 2026 for further proceedings. Meanwhile, the IGP, Kayode Egbetokun, reaffirms the force's commitment to the rule of law and public safety, assuring Nigerians that lawful intelligence-driven strategies will continue to be deployed to protect lives and property, while further updates will be communicated as directed by the court.
Nigeria's banking sector witnessed a rise in bad loans in 2025 following the CBN withdrawal of the regulatory forbearance granted the lenders during the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the Apex Bank's latest macroeconomic outlook report. The report showed that the banking industry's non-performing loans ratio surged to an estimated 7%, exceeding the prudential benchmark of 5%. The CBN said the increase reflected the impact of ending the temporary reliefs earlier granted to banks to cushion the effect of the pandemic on borrowers. Up next is sports update with Enejo Aduku.
8 teams were sent packing from group matches at the 2025 African Cup of Nations in Morocco, while 16 teams were able to qualify for the second round. The top 2 teams from each group plus the 3 best third-place nations comprise the 16 sides which enter the knockout stage. Mali to face Tunisia. Morocco will have to find a way around technically gifted Tanzania, while the Desert Foxes of Algeria will battle with the hard-fighting Democratic Republic of Congo. The Pharaohs of Egypt to keep a date with silky Benin Republic side. Senegal will look for how to go past high-flying Sudan. Nigeria will play Mozambique. South Africa's hope looks blink with the indomitable Lions of Cameroon standing in their way, while Burkina Faso square up against the Elephant of Cote d'Ivoire.
Hoping that Super Eagles can at least win convincingly this time. Mozambique are a stubborn side, if I may say, but I'm expecting the Super Eagles to win, and it should be a convincing win so that we can pass a message across to Congo or Algeria, which we might be meeting next in the quarterfinals if we scale the hurdle of the Mozambican national team.
Nigeria is on the verge of producing Africa and world champions, especially in age-grade football competition, as City Sports Africa, under the umbrella of 1000 Boats Project, empowered 1,000 undeserved young footballers in the country with pairs of football boots. Using the stories of Sadio Mane and Ogenyi Onazi, the footballers were encouraged and inspired to start their career on a positive note.
It's a huge one. It's incredible. And it's really, 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 really impressive, and we appreciate it at the Lagos State Sport Commission. 50% of them might not have had the opportunity of playing with boots. They have aspired to use it, but there's no financial back.
It's happening here because this is an initiative that we always make a mark on these kids. When we are young, we are looking for opportunity to.
Sports Update concludes the English segment of the NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Many thanks for watching. Fadike is standing by with the Yoruba version of the news. Good evening.
Ẹ kálẹ́ a kú ọdún. Ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etígbọ̀yìn láti NTA Lagos Channel 10. Ìròyìn rí láti ẹnu Fadike Ògúntúàṣe. Lára ọ̀nà láti mú ayédẹrùn fún gbogbo mùtúmùwà sí ni Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti sọ pé ọ̀nà láti rí pé ará ìlú jẹ mùdùmúdù ìjọba ni ṣíṣe àmúlò fún àtúnṣe agbára àti láti rí dájú pé ìdókòwò pọ̀ sí nínú sísapá agbára tuntun. Eléyìí tí ó fi orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà sí ipò tó dára gẹ́gẹ́ bí ibùdó agbára tuntun ní Áfíríkà. Nínú àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ náà, olùdarí gbogbogbò ní iléeṣẹ́ tó ń rí sí àtúnṣe agbára, Dókítà Mustapha Abdullahi, sọ di mímọ̀ pé ìpinnu ìjọba àpapọ̀ ni láti rí dájú pé ìṣòro àìríná lò di ohun ìgbàgbé pẹ̀lú fífi agbára ọ̀tun hàn sí, pàápàá fún àwọn agbègbè tí iná kò tíì dé tàbí péye ní Nàìjíríà. Ọ̀gá àgbà ọlọ́pàá ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti dá àmúlò àṣẹ ìwé àṣẹ bíbo gíláàsì ọkọ̀ dúró lẹ́yìn àṣẹ ilé ẹjọ́. Nínú àlàyé àtẹ̀jíṣẹ́ náà ni àwọn agbófinró orílẹ̀-èdè tún sọ pé àṣẹ àkọ́kọ́ náà tí ilé ẹjọ́ mú jáde ní ọjọ́ 13 oṣù kejìlá ọdún tó kọjá nínú ẹjọ́ tí a forúkọ rẹ̀ sílẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí suit number HOR/FHR/M/2025 pàṣẹ pé kí àwọn ọlọ́pàá dá gbogbo ìmúlò àṣẹ tí ìwé àṣẹ bíbo gíláàsì ọkọ̀ dúró títí di àkókò tí ilé ẹjọ́ yóò pinnu lórí ẹjọ́ náà. Ọ̀gá àgbà àwọn ọlọ́pàá Káyọ̀dé Ẹgbẹ́tókun tún ṣe lálàyé pé ìdánilẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó dá lórí òfin àti ìtẹ̀síwájú ìmúlò ìmọ̀ òfin yóò túbọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú sí láti dáàbò bo ẹ̀mí àti dúkìá aráàlú. Àkànṣe orin ìyìn àti ọpẹ́ ní àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó fi padà sí ẹnu iṣẹ́ wọn lónìí, eléyìí tí ó jẹ́ àṣà lọ́dọọdún tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe. Ìpàdé náà tún jẹ́ ọ̀nà láti fi ìròyìn ayọ̀ àti ìkíni rere padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ láti ọ̀dọ̀ gómìnà Babájídé Sanwó-Olú ránṣẹ́ sí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba. Akọ̀ròyìn wa Musa Tọ́lá jábọ̀ ìròyìn pé lára ọ̀nà láti ṣe kóríyá fún àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba ní ìpínlẹ̀ Èkó ní olórí ilé iṣẹ́ ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ ti ìlú Èkó ṣe ètò láti rí pé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba lọ́kùnrin àti lóbìnrin kópa nínú eré bọ́ọ̀lù àfẹsẹ̀gbá. Olórí àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ Bọ̀dé Àgòrò ló sọ ọ́ di mímọ̀ lẹ́yìn àdúrà ìwọlé padà sẹ́nu iṣẹ́ lẹ́yìn pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn ọdún. Kò ní jù báyìí lọ láṣálẹ́ tòní. Ẹ pàdé wa lọ́la fún àkọ́tún ìròyìn. Ó dàárọ̀.